All right, good afternoon, 5/23/2012 on this day.
If I were the Prince of Darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have a...
I don't like that thing does that. Anyway, good afternoon, 5/23/2012. Good to be with you on this ETW News Network. Today, I am going to say that full faith and credit on this clip I'm fixing to play belongs to Alex Jones and goes to Inforwars. Okay? Now I'm going to play this. And then I'm going to give you, these are two stories that broke today. I was going to do some different stuff, but I'm going to do this today. I'm going to let you listen to this, this is Alex in his own words. And let me say this, before I even get into this show and this news show today, I mean, Alex has done a great amount of work of waking people up over the years. He's done a ton of work of waking people up. As a matter of fact, he has dedicated his life to it, okay? I mean, that is his labor, that is his job, that is his career, that is his breath, that's what he breathes, is to do what he does. It absolutely is. And so, you know, before I play this clip, you know, it takes money for him to survive. This is his job, this is what he does, this is his lifeblood, okay? It takes money for him to survive to do what he's done. I mean, not only does it take the ads, but it takes that, you know, the people donating to him and everything. Yes, I don't got a problem with that at all, okay? I believe if a person donates their life to something, then if that's what they're called to do, then they should do it, and the people that believe in it, then they'll support it, okay? Now, that being said, I'm going to bring about these two news stories today, and you're going to make a decision on your own as to what to do about it and how to react about it or not react at all, okay? I'm not here to pass judgment on Alex, period. Let me say that in the beginning, okay? Because I got to tell you, for years and years and years, I listened to him, and I still read his articles and stuff. I just don't listen to him as much as I used to, okay? Because I've got other things going on too, you know. Studying the Word at night, studying the Word during the day, going over news stories, see what's pertinent and what ain't, and, you know, it just takes all my time up. That's my lifeblood. That's my job, okay? So in any event, thank you all that support us and what we do here, because it is not just a job, it's an adventure. And we believe in this family that we're called to this. And we're not called to it by man, we're called to it by the Creator of the universe. So that being said, let me play this, and then we'll move to the other article. Okay, y'all listen up, please. Oh, thank you so much for being here. Listen up.
PlanetInfowars.com is in its beta phase. We're just launching it. And I want to invite all of you out there to be in on the ground level. It's waiting for you to breathe power into it. PlanetInfowars.com. All who love liberty are welcome. All that serve tyranny will be defeated. It's now out in the open. World government is here. It's in our face. A corporate fascist system surveilling us. Google, Facebook, Twitter, all promote the New World Order. They attend Bilderberg. They've turned the internet into a giant illegal spying operation, with Google admitting that they're basically an NSA, CIA front. But despite all of that, their little propaganda stunts like Coney 2012 have been blowing up in their face because we have people power. Planet Infowars is about people coming together, forming activist organizations, getting involved politically, hunting and fishing, gardening, dating, whatever you come into PlanetInfowars.com and to synergistically meet and turn loose your potential. For more than 6 years, I've talked on the air about creating a social network, but I was so busy with my radio, show, the documentaries, all of it, that I never did it properly. We launched a small little plug-in social network. It got more than 40,000 members in just a few months and basically crashed. And then I never revisited the subject until the last year. And I went out to a public event, a UFC fight. Joe Rogan invited me to it in Austin. And two different couples came up to me and said, man, we wish you'd set up a social network again. Where did it go? And I said, oh, it was just some little free program. It couldn't handle all the traffic. And in both cases, at that same evening, they said, we met 4 different people, 2 couples, on your little plug-in site at Infowars.com, and we now have children. And since then, it's happened a couple other times. So I realized a social network is important so people who love freedom can get together. That's what Liberty Lovers is going to be all about, a section we've created at planetinfowars.com. Whether you live in a small town or a big city, you can reach out to people in your area so that we can win the future away from Obama and Mitt Romney and all these globalists that try to give us all these fake choices. And I give you this pledge. We are not going to spy on you and surveil you and sell your data to the New World Order. PlanetInfowars.com is free. PlanetInfowars.com is powered by you. We're going to have our articles up there. We'll have video feeds and stuff up there. But this is all about you getting together and organizing the resistance against the New World Order. Ron Paul's been great, but he himself has said this is simply a focal point for people that are already awake. Well, this is Ron Paul 2.0. This is Alex Jones 3.0. This is humanity 4.0 to the power of infinity. This is about taking action. This is about turning humanity loose. Connect with people who are awake and know what we're facing. Be active. Organize. Take action. Go viral. Create. Contribute. Resist. Because resistance is victory. You are victory. And the rally point is PlanetInfowars.com.
Okay. Now, again, if some of you didn't hear my opening statement, you can go back and listen to it, okay? I believe that Alex has done a lot of good. I believe that Alex has done a lot of good over the years. I'm telling you, I believe that it's his life work, that what he does. I believe that a laborer is worthy of his wages, okay? I believe that folks that donate to him and believe in him should continue to do that because that's what he does for a living. Now, and what I'm fixing to read to you, I'm not bashing him and what he's done. You know, he's officially announced on May 23rd, 2012, the launch of Planet Infowars. He says, well, this is Paul Joseph Watson writing it, our new social networking hub. Sounds like to me, it just sounds like a freedom-loving Facebook. Let me just say it like that, okay? Where Infowars can connect, create, date, do all kinds of stuff, look up fishing, people that like fishing, and freedom lovers, and whatever you name it. It's a rallying point is what he has determined it to be. Now, let's pre-adventure and give him full faith and credit, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that everything that he is doing here is innocent. Did you hear me? Let's pre-adventure that everything that Alex is doing here is innocent, okay? But there's a problem. There is a problem. Now, you see, because this other article I'm finna pull up, there's a problem. On this same day, guess what else I'm fixing to bring to your attention? On this same day, what's the date? Oh, May 22nd, 2012, a day earlier, a day earlier, what we have now is FBI quietly forms Secret Net Surveillance Unit. Yo, I'm right. You heard me. You heard me right. Yeah, CNET has learned the FBI has formed Domestic Communications Assistance Center, which is tasked with developing electronic surveillance technologies, including intercepting Internet, wireless, VoIP communications. Now, therein lies where the red flag came up with me. And again, let me reiterate this clearly. Okay? There are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people that have made radio their living. They have determined that is their lifeblood. That's what they want to do. Okay? They are worthy of their wages. They're worthy. People that take and they want to be a communicator and a person to bring forth truth and to bring forth news and to bring forth the gospel. That's what they live their life to do. And therefore, it's not as if they grab a news article and move with it and that's it. It is totally, and it takes totally all of time to do it. Believe you me, I'm not even close to the level of any other radio broadcaster, but it takes me all flipping day and half the night to do what I do. It ain't like I grab something and go with it. No, I'm going over and over and over and over, news after news after news. I'm going through the Word of Yahweh, reading and reading and reading and reading and reading, and all that. It is work, people, but it is an honorable work that Alex does in what he's done, and that what we all are trying to do together here, okay? So that being said, I am not bashing Alex and what is coming, and I got to hurry. I'm going to run out of time. But it just seems to me, and a good friend of mine named Jeff, we talked about this months ago. Listen, to create a hub is a noble thing for like-minded people. It absolutely is. It's a noble thing. It is, in fact, on the face and the surface, a good thing, and those involved in creating it can be totally innocent in what they're doing. But the fact remains, before I even get to this article, that for years, if they want to, if the powers that be want to, they just simply go in the back door of my computer. They go in the back door of your computer. They go and they listen to your telephone communications. Listen, back when a friend of mine, listen to this. Back when a friend of mine was in the Navy, his name's Pete, they used to fly over, listen to this, they could fly over and they could tell what radio was going on. This was years ago on the ship. They could literally tell what was going on in the ship. The plane that flew over could, okay, they're doing this, they're doing it. They even knew when the flipping toilet was flushed. So what I'm getting at is if you wish to involve yourself with this hub, this Liberty Hub, then that's fine. But what I'm saying is this: you got to understand that a man with equipment only has so much control, because the powers that be have the control over all of it. If you want to know the truth about it, in the back door they can be. Let's pre-adventure it goes 5 to 6 months. The hub does. Everything's innocent. That Alex and whoever all his people, tech people, are doing it. They're innocent. And they decide, the powers that be decide, they say, well, we got enough of them now, and they're jumping together here, and they think they're private. Now all we got to do is just go wipe them out, in the middle of the night or whatever. Okay, that's a major problem. That's a major problem, because it's going to come back on Alex to hone him, although he did nothing wrong. Okay, now you see, if this article on CNET is out yesterday, they've already got it in place. But it says the FBI has recently formed a secretive surveillance unit with ambiguous goal to invent technology that will let police more readily eavesdrop on internet. No. That is untrue. The FBI has already got the surveillance. They've already reached their goal. And it's not anything to do with creating this technology, because this was able to go public. They've already got it, and it's already been in use for years. You understand? So as we read this stuff, we must understand that when a normal news network says that this is going to come to pass one of these days, it's already in action. Okay? But let me read on. It says the establishment of Quantico, Virginia-based unit, which also staffed by agents from the U.S. Marshal Service, Drug Enforcement, responsible to technological developments that FBI officials believe outspace law enforcement's ability to listen on private communications. All right, we know this has been going on. Listen, there's a thing out there called hidemyass.com. Okay, it will work for the regular public as far as being able to get to you. But as far as law enforcement, as far as FBI, any of the alphabet soup, as far as a young, brilliant hacker, ain't no stopping them. There is not no stopping them. It's just like the anonymous guy that says that he can control the stuff that goes on in the government. There are people out that, listen, there's always somebody around the door or around the block that's smarter than those that think they are. Believe you me. So having said that, it may be a noble thing for a hub, for people to get their browse and do whatever, but just as Alex sits there and tells the truth about Google and Facebook and other things, that it's a CIA front and government controlled, the fact of the business and reality of it remains that, guess what? I'm fixing to blow the lid off something for some people that don't know it. Sure, the CIA and government controls Facebook, Google, all these other institutions or whatever you want to call them, but at the same time, they also control listening to mine in your telephone. They control every click on your internet. Whether you think you're private or not private, they control it. So therefore, that being said, I find it to be at this stage of the game, it makes me a little weary to be involved with a hub. It makes me a little weary to be involved with many people at all, for that matter, because you know what? People have a tendency to bite you in the rear end if you don't go their way. And that is from experience in past church experience is the reason I say that.